We're already fucking live. Hey guys, Zuki. For God's sake, we're gonna restart that. We're going to restart that. Can I delete these guys? I can. But I'm gonna make sure the audio is working anyway, so don't worry. The audio is working, we've made sure. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to FRL F2 season number 13 and the final season here under the FRL name. After an announcement earlier in the week, and we'll get into that very soon indeed. But my name is SR Zook. I'll be taking through the action on this fine for Monday night, where the weather is cold outside. The Christmas jingles are on their way as we enter into the final stages of the season. Today plays host to the 15th round of the season here at the beautiful circuit of Interlagos at the Brazilian Grand Prix here today. We're back in South America, where we have seen many dramatic moments in the past. And the track, that holds very hard memories for myself after F4 season 2, but, you know, oh well. Last week, again, thank you so much to Hawk for taking through the action for that one. Michael F1 took victory in Singapore. Nosano came home in second to secure a very unlikely fourth podium of the season. With VIP GTA Gamer taking a singular podium, taking his first podium of the season in P3 for Red Bull. But going through the championship standings before we go into qualifying, don't forget 18 minutes for qualifying, 36 laps will decide the race before we go through a track run beforehand. Michael F1 is top of the championship, yet to step off the podium since Miami. It's going to be interesting to see what can the Brit do here in Brazil. Obviously that 2008 is named reminiscent to what happened in Brazil that year, with Lewis Hamilton taking his first world title at Junker. But we'll get on to that in a few moments time. 212 points for Michael F1. Second is the level-headed Latvian. It is Edzak Rackler in third on 187 points. 146 points, a little ways back is the brother. It is Michael Van Doggen. Bullboy, best of the rest currently in fifth on 114 points. Nelsano in sixth. The Flying Scotsman in Cassidy on 66 points in seventh. DJ Chudders has lost his podium record last week in Singapore, finishing 13th. However, he's a force to be reckoned with. However, he's not here this week. He's currently sat in 8th. Ignelis in 9th. O'Steven takes 10th after scoring in every single race apart from, I think it was the Monaco Grand Prix after retirement there on lap 1. Quickly running through the constructors' standings, however, it is Aston Martin still out on top on 333 points. It's all the threes down there. Williams in second, Alpine in third, Ferrari in fourth, and Alfa Romeo in fifth. AlphaTauri, Red Bull 6th and 7th. Mercedes are in 8th. Haas in 9th. McLaren currently sit dead last of the constructors' standings. But we'll run you through a quick lap of the Interlagos circuit. 15 corners, register a singular lap here at one of the shortest tracks in the F1 calendar between the Senna S's turn 1 and 2. Before you go into the Curva de Sol of turn 3, onto the Retroposta, which is a DRS straight, the first of two in the lap. Before turn 4, Ticino d'Argo. Onto turn 5, Ferradura is turn 6, Lanahara is turn 7, Esse is turn 8, Pinatero is turn 9, turn 10, Meglio is turn 11. Don't know why there's a chicane in here, but okay. Before going into Jun Cow on the run through turn to few kinks 12, 13, 14 and 15 make up a lap of the Interlagos circuit, but we should be getting underway very shortly indeed. Weather can affect us here as well, as we've seen many a times in the past, one of the more rain affected circuits here in Formula 1, and we've had a few good ones indeed. But we've only got 17 drivers. In the lobby. I think we're waiting for 3 more. We do have down, I think, 19 drivers actually, not 8, 9, 20 as I thought. So we've got 18 drivers at the moment. We're just going to say we're missing one of the Alpines. It looks like DJ Trudeau wasn't actually meant to be racing anyway, so we're not waiting for him. We're waiting for the Alfa Romeo, I think, of Nilsano. I think it is. Yeah, Nilsano is the one we're waiting for. So yeah, we are just waiting for, I think it's his Nilsano. But wait, on the race director notes today, we have a bit of, with turn 4, 5, 7, 8 and 12 here at the Interlagos circuit. I'm shattered. Can't you tell? We're just waiting for Nilsano, who's getting off Fortnite, the cheeky bugger. He thinks he can play Fortnite on our time. Disappointing. We've got Allard in there, Perry the goat. He says, yeah, I mean, it's quite good. He's been quite good this season, we can't lie. He's been alright. As But we are now here for qualifying, and it is bone dry here. 19 drivers, just the one missing. That's how maths works. Yeah, that's how it works. 20 minus 1 equals maths. Mathematics. Oh, that's a Ferrari. Oh my god, a Ferrari. Oh my god, everyone's going out early. I mean, that's JB out as well early in the session. No, Scar. Scar's gone out early. The man currently sat in P1. And he's got Ballboy for company. Who's going very cheating? He's speeding in the pit lane. What's Ballboy doing? Ballboy is overtaking and qualifying. That is something new. But Ballboy we run on with for the first lap here in qualifying. So I'm just keeping a mental note of who's going in order. So we're going to get rid of basically everything. We're going to get that. And here we go for the first run here in qualifying. And Ballboy is already foot to the floor, down into the centre as we go up for third gear. Does the automatic assist man, but now foot to the floor through the covered sole and onto the rear poster we go. There is only one qualifying session, that is correct. Only 18 minutes to decide this qualifying rather great for the Brazilian Grand Prix here today as we go now into the seeded Largo. Ballboy doing quite well so far, despite deploying literally all his battery on his outlap, it looks like, as now we're going through into turn 6 essay and into turn, sorry, it's turn 9 now. I don't know how we got from 6 to 9. That was probably went upside down. Oh, the Mercedes! What is the Mercedes doing? Has gone in the way. As his next on the lap is actually going to be Scar. And I know the Alfa Romeo's gone off as well. The Mercedes is not doing anyone any favours. What the? Wait, no. What the fuck is this Mercedes doing? Give me a sec. That's not cool. That's not cool. I'm going to find out which one this is. That's Molotaro. What is it? Let's see, be first one to cross the line. So he'll be the first man out on the lap. Up to the line. Does a 10.8 there. Doesn't get impeded by a Mercedes or anything. Or was that Mickey? Because Mickey doesn't do that. Obviously, the new guy. Tech Track by the way goes to the top of time and shoots the Red Bull. Quite strong so far, as now Rackler usurps literally everything I've just said. As JB goes up to second fastest, the Mercedes should get a quali ban. That might be a bit more of a quali ban. We'll see what the stewards have to say on the weekend. Lazaro has just started his lap time, as O'Steven has gone up to fourth fastest now. As the next cross line will be the level-headed Latvian. Nope, he is just on his lap now, so it's Michael van Dongen. Only sixth fastest, seventh fastest if I buried a bit, goes up to third fastest. 2 tenths off pole position at the moment here. As next up's going to be Nilsano to start. He's on the. This guy's taking a piss. Nilsano is on the hards. Hugo goes up to fourth fastest, so next up will be Mickey Garcia. No idea which Mercedes it is. I'm going to see if the Discord chat has anything to say. Can you show the onboard? I'll try, but it depends really on the order. Mickey Garcia goes up to sixth fastest there. Good lap there for the Mercedes. Next up's going to be his teammate Molitano as he goes seventh fastest there. Decent lap there for the Mercedes. In a bit of a controversial stage, you could say. Next up to cross the line will be Lazaro. We've had 3 Spaniards in a row here. Which of the Spaniards is going to take that top honours back to Iberia. Well, they're 6, 7, 8 at the moment. Lazaro just behind the two Mercedes drivers at the moment. Stevens good across the line, stays in 9th fastest. Next up, I think it's the Alpine of Edzak. And the lone Alpine of Edzak, he's invalidated his lap time, in fact. Next up's Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, has invalidated his lap time. FIFA Gods into the pit lane. Berry the Bears also in the pit lane, so it's not the Hasses. Time to shine. It's Ilsano on the harder compound tyre. He has invalidated his lap time here. Mikhail Van Dongen looks to be going for his lap. By the way, he is on the medium and compounder tyre now, so he's going to be one to watch out for to see what he can do. So it's VIP GT Gamer in the Red Bull. Next up to cross the line. I'll do what I said I was going to do in a minute. As I think the Mercedes and the well, Scar's going to have some fun memories. He's got Mercedes right behind him. F2, man. What would you do without it, yeah? Yeah, healthy dose of F2 every week. Stephen, I think, is on a push lap, by the way. The Ferrari, his teammate, currently sat in 19th at the moment here after the damage with the Mercedes, so he's had to basically abort his lap, go in for damage and repairs. Stephen, where can he put the car? Third fastest for Stephen! Where's he got that from? That is an insane lap. But Edzak, he steals the headlines. Michael to the top now. And the Flying Scotsman, 6th fastest. Michael F1 has found 5/10 of a second where nobody else could. And that is a stonking lap. Michael Van Dongen is into the pit lane. By the way, Nilsano has split the Mercedes. He's up to 11th fastest on the harder compound tyres. Next up is going to be VIP GTA Gamer as the Red Bull fat foot to the floor. DRS wide open down the main straight. Up to the line. Only 14th fastest for him. Next is going to be Scar, my very friendly rally partner. You could say so. I have a bit of bias to him as we both now compete in Lords. But Scar up time out of battery, 2nd fastest for the McLaren. That is statement of intent from Scar. He's had a bit of a hiatus and has missed a few races, but he is back with an absolute bang. Next up to cross line, I think it'll be the AlphaTauri. No better an AlphaTauri on that lap. It's Ballboy. The Ballboy himself, the GTA money grinder. He's going to be ecstatic. He's going to be ecstatic knowing that GTA 6's trailer is coming out in December. But he'd be even more ecstatic with beating his teammate. He's currently sat at the bottom of the timing sheets, but where can he put the Ferrari? To the front row. That's Ballboy to the front row of the grid. And that is a stonking lap for the money grinder. Next up to cross the line, Berry the Bear. I think he's starting his lap time there as he's going through the ZRS. So I think next up to cross time might be the McLarens. Is it the McLarens time to shine? No, Scar is on, and well, they're both on out and in laps, it seems. So I think next up will be Rackler. Yep, it will be Rackler. The championship protagonist is starting here. It looks to be starting a lap for him with no battery. Can you show a bit of Berry? Of course we can, as he's running through turn 7. Now into 8, heavy on the brakes there. Off to first gear in turn 8. Very interesting to see, but now up the gears into turn 9. He's got a Mercedes in front of him. I think that's Mickey Garcia. So we'll go on board with the Mercedes, with the Haas, sorry, as now, here we go, on the run into John Cow. I think that's probably a position for, no idea at all. It's buried a bit now. He's exited John Cow, it's just a few kinks to go. Through the lap now, DRS wide open, up into 8th gear, foot to the floor. Where can Berry go? 4th fastest, that's the 2nd row of the grid for the Haas driver. Great lap time there for him. Someone who needs a good lap though is Mr. Mikhail Van Dongen. He's about to start on his lap here, as I think Rackler, he is on a push lap just ahead as he's running through John Cow. Let's see, JB, he's out of BRS, up to the line. JB goes to the top. JB goes to the top of the timing sheet for McLaren. Where's that come from? Rackler now goes to the top as well. Everybody is going to the top here, and it is showing the track evolution. It's monumental here in Interlagos. We forgot stays at the bottom of the timing sheets at the moment. Mickey Garcia is next. He's gone for a spin actually, it looks like. As I think next up, Leslie is into the pit lane. Buried a bit. I think he is on a cooldown lap at the moment here. So I think in behind, it'll be the Aston Martin of Michael Van Dongen, and he's 1.1 up at the moment here. He has got time. He's found time in the first few sectors. It's foot to the floor now. It's everything you've got. DRS wide open. Push to the line now. Up to the centre S. What's it going to be for Van Dongen? Only 13th fastest at the moment there. A bit of a shock time there, you could say, as we've seen his teammate do quite well so far. As next up, JB, he's not on a push lap, neither is Rackler, so I think it's not Scar. He's on an out lap at the moment. V for God is not either. The Mercedes, maybe? He's invalidated his lap time there. The Haas doing a spot of rallying. That's how you do it. The Flying Scotsman, by the way, he's not on a flying lap. Neither is the wily old fox of O'Stephen. Someone who is, though, is one of the Spaniards. Mickey Garcia is not on the lap. Neil Sarno is, though. He's on the medium and compounded tyre now. The Alfa Romeo Sauber, as he's running through turn 10, and it's power down through 11 here, swooping through. He's set his time, don't forget, on the harder white wall compound tyres, found 1.2 seconds, and he's looking to possibly take pole on the medium and compounded tyre. Del Sarno, known for his qualifying, known to be possibly the best in F2 on one lap pace. He took second in Singapore last time. He's fighting for the win this time, but he goes to the front, second row, fourth fastest for Nil Sarno on the medium and compounded tyre at the moment. Next up to cross line will be Ed Sack, the level-headed Latvian, as he's out foot to the floor on the soft compound tyre. Only increases by the one position, but it is a crucial one position. He is ahead of Barry the Bear, now into 7th place. Next up will be one of the other Flying Scotsmen, the Rally Maestro, Scar, as now he's going through the long straight. DRS now pushing that papaya car. His teammates on the front row at the moment. Can you dislodge him? No, but it is 5th fastest. A good commendable lap time there. VIP, by the way, is the next across the line. Nope, he's now on the soft compound tyre. Don't forget that. The Flying Scotsman, no, he's got different answers. 2 milliseconds split. Him and JB O'Stephen, by the way, goes up to 8th fastest. The Flying Scotsman up to second left. Goes Cassidy. Great lap time from a driver who had such good form throughout the season at the start, but just couldn't replicate it throughout. And it's good to see him back towards the top. I think it's the next of Del Sarno if he's on another push lap. He doesn't seem to be at this current stage. Ed Zach is not on a push lap. So is it the Alpha Tauri? Nope, they're on an out lap. Barry the Bear is also on an out lap, so we might ride on board with him just a bit later. As VIP is someone who is on a lap. The Red Bull now running through Juncal. 4th gear he optimises on the soft compound tyre. He opted for the mediums on his first lap. As now the DRS will be activated now as he enters the DRS detection. And now it's foot to the floor for the Red Bull. What's it going to be? Front row for Red Bull. VIP continues his fabulous form at the moment here. Goes up, 2nd fastest to Spaniard next. Lazaro, Berry is out of qualifying. He's crashed to the centre S. We'll ride a ball with Lazaro to see what's happened, and I think he's just gone straight on. Unfortunately, I might have had a bit of an issue and gone for a spin, and that's Barry the Bear out of qualifying here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Next cross-line will be Hugo, as he's now running just behind the Haas, I believe. Oh, FIFA God. As Hugo's gone for a spin. He's purple in the middle sector, but he's gone for a spin of Juncal on the exit. Nice to see in the chat bar. We've got a lot of support for Barry the Bear today, and that's great to see. People coming in to root for drivers. It's great to see, and hopefully we get all the energy, all the drama, all the action throughout this qualified session. Though VIP is not on a lap. Is the Alfa Romeo Sauber? No, they aren't. As I think next cross line, unless it's his JB, who is on a push lap. However, he's not finding time. He cannot find the time. So it's the man currently on pole to take the limelight. He's lost 2 tenths in that lap, in that middle sector. What has happened to Rackler in that middle sector? We will never know, apart from him. But his DRS now activated. He seems to be improving as he's up to the line now and extends on his gap. He's the first man into the 1082s. And I think that's another crash. That has to plan. It's going negative at the moment. FIFA God is out of qualifying. That's another crash. And Molintaro has gone to third, by the way. But I think that's another crash out now for the Haas team, and they are going to be fuming. They're not going to get to sleep tonight at this rate with both cars out of qualifying. Fifth God will start at the back of the grid. And that is a disappointing way to end qualifying here today. But don't forget, this is Brazil. This is not a track like any other. This is a track known for chaotic races. Doesn't matter where you qualify, you can win this from 21st on the grid, even though there's 20 cars. Michael Van Dongen only goes 14th for the moment here. He's really struggling here in qualifying at the moment. 3 tenths off the next car, which is Molintaro, actually. He seems to be on another push lap, which is intriguing. As let's see what he's doing in the middle sector. Not improving, so that won't be him. Next, I think next up is maybe the Alpine of Edzat, the level-head Latvian, has invalidated his lap time. So it's going to be Hugo on an outlap. No kidding, it's going to be Mickey Garcia, who doesn't look to be on a push lap. So, does anyone want to be on a... We've got 2 minutes to go here. That has flown by the 18 minutes. So everyone preparing now for final runs here. If you're still in the pit lane, get out as fast as you can. As you're going to be a bit of a hindrance to traffic, because I think Ballboy is on a lap and he's a bit out of sync with everybody else at this current stage, as he is actually, unlike others, he is pushing indeed. And now we're running through John Cow, and he's not improving on his lap time here. So could this be all or nothing for Ballboy down the straight, as he is pushing that Ferrari like it's his last drive for the... Nope, he's in the pit lane. He and Ballboy is out of qualifying now. That's going to be it for him today, as Edzak has invalidated his lap time again. The man second in the championship. He is having a mare here in qualifying. Somebody who isn't seemingly having a mare is Scar, it seems, as he's on a push lap here at the moment. No, we'll quickly on board. I think Hugo purple in the middle sector. The Alpha Tauri is looking a monster, like it did in real life. We saw Yuki Tsunoda get P6 in this car. Don't forget, these are equal cars. These are not realistic. That's why we haven't got Red Bull winning. But Hugo up to the line. What's it going to be? 8th fastest for Hugo. Decent lap time there for him. Next up, crossfire Edzak, he's into the pit lane. So next up is going to be VIP, who's on an outlap as well. So is it as Ballboy's retired? Now Mickey Garcia, he's using the toe. Edzak retired in the pit lane. Mickey is used to toe. Stays 17th fastest in this qualifying session. JB, he's on a push up at the moment here. As I think Nelsano, is he ahead? No. That is Lazaro ahead, and I think the AlphaTauri is Leslie who are starting their laps here. But JB up to the line now, goes third fastest. Great lap time there for him. Rackler will not be able to set another attempt, but it's going to be Van Dongen. Nope, he's invalidated. He is out qualified at the moment here. So is Cassidy. The Flying Scotsman will start from 4th unless his teammate can dislodge him. But no, Michael's left off. He's into the pit lane. He's out of qualifying. Will start from a maximum of 5th place. But can anyone dislodge the current top 5? Leslie is on a push lap at the moment. I think Hugo is as well, currently in 8th place. He's into the pit lane, it looks like, here. But someone who could dislodge his top 5 is about in P6 at the moment. Nelsano to the line. Second fastest by 4 milliseconds. Here comes Red Bull's turn. They are towing each other along. Tex Tracks being the teammate. VIP leads. VIP to the top of the timing sheet. It's provisional pole for Nelsano. But can anyone dislodge him? Scar, he's on the push lap. Could Leslie is improving by 2 tenths of a second. It's not enough at the moment. He needs 1.1 on this straight, but it seems to be a mission impossible at the moment. Leslie to the line, sorry. He's only 15th fastest. JB, he's into the pit lane. Scar, it's not going to improve. It's Mickey improving. No, he's not. VIP GTA Gamer, for I think the first time since F3 possibly even F4, well, probably F3 Season 6, takes pole position for a league race here in FRL. A great job from the Red Bull team. Textrax plays the team game and gets his teammate to the front of the pack. Rackler will take to the front row. Nilsano in third, JB in fourth. And we are in for a tantalising race here at Interlagos. As everyone will now pull into the... Well, we'll just wait, I think, on Mickey Garcia. And the minute he's in the garage, which it seems to be he's halfway, he's fully in now. He will take the checkered flag, and that is it. The Red Bull on pole. And that is... thank you for all the praise, by the way, in the chat. It's always appreciated. Just love doing this, love it. And this is why... some dry drama at the end. We thought Rackler had it sewn up by 4 milliseconds of a second, but Red Bull, when it matters most, take to the top. Nilsano and JB will take the second row. Cassidy and Michael share a Williams third row lockout there. Scar on return takes 7th. Hugo in 8th. Ferrari are locking out the 5th row. Edzak, a disappointing qualifying, you could say, for the level-headed Latvian. Second in the championship, but it's all to play for as he starts from 11th. Berry de Beer will be alongside him. Textrax in 13th. Molinaro in 14th. Leslie in 15th. Michael Mandogan in 16th. Mickey and Lazaro 17th and 18th on a all-Spanish 9th row. FIFA God will start from the 10th and back row on his ones. But get your predictions in now, folks. Who's going to take victory here at Interlagos? Will it be the maestro of the Red Bulls? Will it be Rackler to make a late charge in the championship? Get your predictions in now, folks. Who's going to take your 3 podium positions here today? But we have got a sunny conditions here today at Interlagos. The sun is bright, the sun is beaming, and the rain seems to be staying away, or will it? As 36 laps ahead of us, the weather could change at any point. As the drivers will know, we won't know until it happens, however. All we are here for is some tantalising racing action. Don't forget, we do have the formation lap where we will go over the tyres strategies as well. It is a possible one stop here today on the medium soft, but we could see drivers optimising the harder compound tyre today. Don't forget, in real life, we did, despite that being a full length race, we did see, I think, many drivers going for the free stop, sticking to the softer compounder tyres and not wanting to be on the hard compound tyres. Obviously, we're not in real life, so I think we do see the hard compound tyre already in play on Rackler, but we are going to quickly go over it, and we are correct there. Everyone minus 3 opting for the medium compounder tyre. Scar and Rackler currently 7th and 2nd respectively, started on the white walled hards. Nilsano is going aggressive and he is on the red walled softs at the moment, but everyone opts in the medium compounder tyre. So could we see some strategy play here as Lazaro's been disqualified already, as Mickey Garcia and FIFA God have also been disqualified at the back of the grid. So we've only got 16 cars taking the formation lap. Don't forget those 3. They will take the race start. They'll just be on very, very cold medium compound tyres. So I don't expect them 3 to have the best starts in the world. But if they do, that would be absolutely incredible to see. As there is your possible race strategies today. The medium hard, the hard medium, or the medium soft are your favourite state. Don't forget as well in this game that the tyres drop off from 25% and even more at 65%. As Allard says, the 3 DSQs did Leclerc. Leclerc made it further, to be fair. On the formation lap, Leclerc made it up to turn 7. They didn't even, I think they made it to the Curve de Sol at turn 3. So, I'm just saying, if that was a 4-man race between them 3 and Leclerc, Leclerc would have won that. But they would have been disqualified first. It depends what you want to say your race winning moment is. But we are going to take to the start here. The 5 red lights will be activated the minute the man currently sat in 16th, Michel Van Dongen, takes the grid the 5 red lights will be ready and poised for the drivers. A short run down into the centre rest, as also Cassidy getting disqualified, but he took the whole formation lap, so he's been a bit of a numpty. So is Tetris and Molinaro. So we've got 6 disqualified at the moment here, but the camera angle is not doing us any favours at the moment, so we're going to have to listen for the 5 red lights. And speaking of which, we've got 4 and 5 of them now! And we are underway here in Brazil, and VIP does get a great start, but not as good a start as I Jazz JP, as he already decides, oh, the Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, he's done a Lando, and he's gone, Nilsson by way off the track, it looks like here, but everyone seems to be alive and well, currently in this race. No DNFs, no damage, Berry de Beer and Textrex are wheel to wheel, just behind the Ferraris. This is for 10th place between them two. Here comes Berry de Beer, as he gets into the point pay positions. Thief God is ahead of Mickey Garcia as well, as JB and Nilsano are going for it, and that's around the outside of turn 7. Nilsano, a fantastic move on the soft compound tyre. He's got some hustling to do here today on the Red Bull, as the Ferraris, they're going tooth and nail at the moment here. 4 track position, no team orders down to Maranello. Cassidy though, your biggest loser so far is the Flying Scotsman, as Edzak and Berry de Beer are going for a fight here at the moment through turn 12. As I'll show you the game position statistic now, as when I can find it. There you go. Oh, big spin. I think that's Michael F1. Michael F1 has gone for a spin. And now your championship leader, 12 positions down. Texrex by the way is ahead of O'Steven. As well as wow, the Ferraris are getting pinned there by the Red Bulls. Texrex are on 7 positions already in 1 lap. I think Berry de Beer has had a bit of a moment, as well as he's slow in the seat to cover the soul at the moment there. Oh, big crash, and now he seems to be a bit of polystyrene going onto the track there. Edzak, he's mugging off the, oh my word, what is this? Ballboy has gone for a spin now. You don't say that every day. Edzak is already through into 7th. And Hugo, by the way, already up to 5th. The top 4 have just ran away with this, and they are in the money. As Molinaro, by the way, is making a great race so far, as he's fighting the Flying Scotsman, one of the Spaniards on this grid. I think one of 3 at the moment here. Great to see many representations from many nations here in FRL today, but Molinaro in 9th at the moment here, and he's going for the Ferrari, as we've got news. Has Berry got damage? We're going to quickly try for camera angle. No visual damage, it looks like. He might have rear wing damage. Here comes Cassidy though. He's not got the Flying Scotsman for no reason. He's got them both. He's got both of Stephen and Molinaro. As Leslie and Michael Van Dongen are now fighting out. And Michael Van Dongen makes the move ahead of the Alpha Tauri at the moment. And my voice is starting to collapse on me at the moment. Hugo is closed in, by the way, on JB. JB is really struggling currently to stick with the top 3. Hugo, could he be able to make the move on the McLaren? Not just yet. Don't forget the DRS is now activated, as we are now on to lap 3. I think that's another spinner, and I think that is the Mercedes of Molintaro down at turn 5 has gone for a spin as well. Michael F1, he's looking to make some amends for his earlier spin. He's ahead of Lazaro, up to 16th now in this race. As looking through the grid, everyone apart from the top 4 has either gained or lost positions. That is incredible to see. Not if you're in the red, not if you're better, if you're in the green. The higher of the better. Oh, don't forget about Texrex, your highest gainer at the moment here. There's Leslie. Leslie's also gone for a spin. He's gone for a spot moment, grass moment at the moment there, as he's gone for a spot of he's gone for a spot of rallying down at John Cow. Thank you, by the way, for all the praise in the chat. I do see it, and I do really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot, as I do enjoy doing this as well. As Nilsson, by the way, has got ahead of Rackler, and he needs to make those soft compound tyres work. As now, it's going to be the foot to the floor. Scar and Michael Van Dongen are fighting now for the final points paying position, and that is for 10th place at the moment here. As Ballboy Ballboy's going to go for Van Dongen in a moment. And don't tell me Ballboy. Oh, he tries around the outside. He's still holding around the outside, but Van Dongen is going to stay ahead. And in P11 at the moment here of the first place. Non-point scoring positions here today. But yes, your biggest gainer so far is Texrex. Your biggest loser so far is Mr. Michael F1. I think that's Molentaro in the pit lane here as he's going through the curve to solve. And he's onto the hard compound tires. Oh, Stephen in the Flying Scotsman. Oh no, the Flying Scotsman's also going through. What is going on at Junkel? Everybody's going for a spin. And nobody seems to be going in. As here comes the Williams pairing. Michael F1 ahead of his teammate now. I think further ahead, Michael Van Dongen has just got past Scar for 9th place at the moment. And that's a good point. Cold tyres, possibly, we could be seeing. Or could we see some people overheating on the tyres already? Who knows? As definitely could be a possibility of the cold tyre. But I think they might be warmed up at it. Most of them should be warmed up at this point. Don't forget, they are on the medium compound tyre. And here in Brazil, they are on, I think, softer compound tyres than normal. I believe possibly the C4 is the medium. I'm not too sure. Do not quote me on that, ladies and gentlemen, because it is probably wrong. It is probably wrong. As I'm going to get rid of the position gain graphic here today. But the top 4 all separated. And all our DRS here. Hugo might drop out. But who's going to be your spinner at Juncal today? On this 5th lap of the race. As everyone just seems to be going for spins at the moment here. Oh my word. Oh my word. No one has spun at Juncal. Nobody spun at Juncal. As Michael F1 by the way and Berry the Bear are fighting this out down the main straight into turn 1. And here comes the Flying Scotsman down the inside of turn 1. And Berry the Bear seems to be fighting now, and I think that's yellow flags. That's the Ballboy's gone again. Ballboy's gone again. What? What is going on with Ballboy today? Excuse that, ladies and gentlemen, he is the consistency king. Do not forget that. Ballboy is super consistent. He never spins, and he's already spun twice today in the first 6 laps. It's been a horror start for the Ferrari, and this race definitely seems to be one of attrition here today. As JB, he starts himself just behind Hugo. He's going to wait for the DRS to make the move into turn 1. Smart play from many experienced heads we've got here in FRL. JB included, being one of the more experienced drivers here today. But this is a chaotic race so far, and I think I'm going to lose my voice at the end of 36 laps. Scar, the first driver to pick up a 3-second time penalty, it looks like. I mean, Lazaro's picked the penalty for a different reason, it looks like. Who knows? It's not a drive-through. We can confirm that for now. So there's no safety cars, and he would be disqualified. But now, JB, by the way, is already ahead of Hugo, and that is what we mean. The DRS on this game and the slipstream are just super powerful with DRS, and don't be surprised if we do get a drag race down to the line. As Alan said, the DSQs are driving. There used to be a glitch. They have patched now the glitch where drivers, if you get disqualified on the formation lap, you got disqualified in the race. They have now patched that in. It's basically saying if you crash, we'll just reset you to the grid. They will be starting on cold tyres. It's basically you're disqualified from the formation lap. Oh, Stephen and Edsack are going wheel to wheel here into turn 9. No, Stephen is not giving this up, and he doesn't care if you're a championship protagonist or not. He will race you very hard. The wily old fox, you could say. The Fernando Alonso. No, that's Ballboy. As Lazaro's picked up another 3-second time penalty for track limits here. 2 drivers picking up penalties so far in this race. As by the way, JB has lost the DRS to Hugo. Hugo has been silently this season been very good. I will not lie. Hugo has been very good, and you could see him possibly being a championship protagonist in 2024 when we rebrand when FRL is rebranded to a brand new league as we reboot into season 1. Don't forget the history of FRL will remain the same. However, we'll be under a brand new name, under MAR, also known as Mads Anderson Racing, in tribute to a legend of FRL in NSX, Mads. If you do want to know more, I can. Basically, he was basically a legend throughout FRL. The reason we are where we are today, and we will never forget him. We won't forget him at all, and we wanted to do a tribute to him. So thought, why not make the name of FRL into MAR? But speaking of reaction, we're in the now, we're in the present, and in the present right now, Leslie's going for a spin. But someone else is closing the gap. It is Rackler. This is for second. He's got the DRS. The softs are dying. The hards are thriving. And into turn one. Rackler, is he ahead of Nilsano? Not just yet. Nilsano, but I'll just wait past him. That's more yellow flags, by the way. Might be the Flying Scotsman in Cassidy going for a spin at Junkow. About some great wheel-to-wheel action. Oh, Rackler's on the grass. Rackler is on the grass. And Nilsano is back ahead of Rackler at the moment. It's for second place at the moment here. Both on the podium, but Rackler needs the points in the championship to have any chance. Don't forget, it's Michael F1, your championship leader right now. He needs to just score what he can. It's damage limitation for the Williams driver today. But your runaway leader so far, we haven't seen him much today. It's VIP GTA Gamer. And he's taken this race like a duck to water. 5 seconds clear. He's the only man not being caught in any drama whatsoever here in Brazil. As everyone else, he seems to have checked out. Here comes Michael Van Dongen. And he's got the move on Mickey. Here comes Barry DeBeer. He's going for the switchback. And Mickey Garcia does slightly slam the door on him. As there's a bit of contact, but Berry, he's not one to back down. And he's going to have the DRS, by the way. I think that's Rackler. Nils, mate. Nils forgot what the track was for a second. And he's dropped. He's down to 5th. The softs are gone. Hugo's onto the podium. But not for long. Here comes JB. And he's going to try around the outside. Collinson shady. Because he's trying around the outside. But he can't seem to make that move stick. Feet for God, by the way, has gone for a spin. Further behind, by the way, Berry the Bear and Mickey Garcia got past Michael Van Dongen. As Berry has had a bit of a lock-up. All 3 have gone off track. Gosh. All 3 have opted to take a different racing line, which is quite cool to see. This is the battle for P11 though. And it is surely hotting up here. So yeah, Feet for God. As oh my word, VIP is running away with this. I don't think he'll have a voice left tomorrow. I'm meant to be at work at 9 tomorrow. This will be one way to get me off the till. At least I won't have to deal with people. But JB, he's dealing with Hugo. As they're now wheel to wheel down into turn 1. Here comes JB, but when Edzack is into the pit lane now, that's for the harder compounded tyre. Looks like a very early pit stop. He's going for the undercut. Guys, the level-headed Lambion. JB though, he's ahead of Hugo. But can Nilsano fight back as well in all this? As they both got DRS. How's JB got DRS in all this? Who knows? As there's a lapped car. That's Feet for God. Feet for God has been lapped and gave the DRS to Mick I mean that was JB. So JB saving grace. They're down. The Reta Aposta we went. Berry's also very much. He's in the points. In fact, Berry is in the points provisionally. So if there is a safety car now, further behind one day. The Widely Old Fox and the Flying Scotsman are going for it. Hell for leather at the moment for P11. And for now, Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, is ahead of the Prancing Horse. But for how long? We know Ballboy's not scared to commit it. He's just basically made me eat my words at the moment there. As they're still fighting out for P11. Don't forget, no points at the moment there for them. Hugo and Nilsano, by the way. Nilsano has made easy work of the Alpha Tauri at the moment. Proving to be the more alpha of the cards between the Alfa Romeo and the Alpha Tauri at the moment here. But Hugo's going to give the DRS once more. Down the Red Tour Aposta we go. Through the Curva del Sol. On the run into Cena del Lago. And Hugo is going to have the inside line. And he stays behind, unfortunately for him. Nilsano though is losing the DRS to JB. All those soft compounded tyres. Done. And he's coming to stage track 12 or 36. Here we go. So, for some reason, I've turned into Fabrizio Romano. As by the way, Ballboy and the Flying Scotsman are not doing each other any favours in catching Bury the Bear at the moment. Here, currently in 10th place. Edzak is behind these guys by 5.8 seconds here. Don't forget, Edzak has made his one stop in this race. But will he be able to make it to the end? Or will his tyres be gonzo? Here in Brazil, Ballboy stays ahead of Flying Scotsman, but for how long we know the Flying Scotsman, he's brave on the brakes. And stays behind, he's going to stay behind. It looks like for the DRS at the moment here. A lot of drivers struggling to stay with the DRS of others. Someone who isn't though is Michael F1, and it's for 8th place on the penalty bounce. Scar at the moment here. And now he looks to be trying to make the move here. No flashing at the moment, off the light here. Scar makes a little bit of a late defensive move, but it's too late. Michael F1 is through and up into 8th place. Someone who is ahead as well, it's Hugo, and he's got it at the club of the soul. Into Cena Delago we go now. Hugo secure himself into 4th place. The Flying Scotsman, by the way, is ahead of Ballboy. But for how long as we go through the cover of the Scar and Michael, by the way, are still fighting it out. Into Cena Delago, Michael is ahead in that fight. But Ballboy, is he going to look to make the move? Leslie has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limit violations. While an Humpty Dumpty, you could call him down in 14th place at the moment. That won't affect his finishing position though, as he is clear of Mickey Garcia. Don't forget, everyone has still got to make their pit stop here. At 30 and 36 we go. And there's non-stop action here today. You could call it non-stop pop on the GTA radio. But between these two for P11, some great racing, great fights at the moment here. By the way, Scar and Michael are still having their battle. Don't forget, Scar's on the harder compound tire as well. Nelsano now pits up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Could that come back? The bite the Dutchman, the bottle drop merchant we call him here in FRL. As he's down to the pit lane for the hardest, the white stripes. Luigi knows what he wants. He wants the hard, he wants the white walls, he wants white stripes. That is a car reference for you movie fans out there who don't love a bit of cars. Certainly we do, as we're watching them drive around this beautiful track. Here, Leslie picked up a 5-second time penalty now for speeding in the pit lane. Good to see no one has retired though at this current stage. No safety cars obviously for no retirements in this race. Anyway, we do see it for the most random of reasons. As I think the furthest man ahead, this is actually genuinely the only battle we've got. Edzak and Nilsson, by the way. Don't forget, this is for position. Edzak's on the mediums. Wait, what? Edzak's on the mediums. Okay, that's interesting. So Edzak has to stop again. Just remember that. Edzak will have to stop again. I think he pitted for damage, you know. But he has massively closed down the gap to Nilsano. Don't forget, Nilsano was about 3rd at this point. Edzak was 7th. So that is a big warning sign to anyone who was in between these two drivers. As Edzak has really closed the gap down now. And he's going to have the bad for DRS wide open. The letterbox is open though. And it'll be open for Ballboy. As he's going to try and make his way ahead of the Flying Scotsman. He is ahead as Cassidy pulls into the pit lane now. But his pit stop at the moment here. And I'm going to get the pit stop graphic up for you, ladies and gentlemen, on who's made their pit stops at the moment here. As Nilsano is the lead pitter at the moment. Don't forget, Edzak will have to stop again. Everyone else behind Nilsano has pitted. Everyone outside the top 10 has made their one and only pit stop in this race. Don't forget, now Nilsano's really all over the back of Ballboy. He's pushing him through the Cena Delago. Ballboy is being an absolute blockade. He is being the wall that VIP, that Rackler, that JB need against Nilsano. And Ballboy is doing these guys an absolute solid as Nilsano goes off the track like an absolute dum-dum. Here comes Edzak once again. And it is a late move. It is brave. It is bold. It is a beautiful from Edzak. As he's taken advantage of Nilsano's frustration behind Ballboy. Up into 11th place he goes. JB Boy now is into the pit lane. And where will these two come out in retrospect to JB? As JB, I think he's just changed his side line. Don't forget, JB will have a inside line in comparison to these two. Edzak has made Ballboy mincemeat. Nilsano has made mincemeat of Ballboy. Bury the Bear is into the pit lane now as well. A Hash driver opted to change his tyres now. JB, these guys, I think JB might have got them, you know. As here we go, it's going to be wheel-to-wheel action. As Edzak's just come out ahead. But Nilsano and JB, they've just come out behind of Edzak. And it is a nightmare scenario for JB in this current stage. But he is ahead of Ballboy. That is what matters for him at the moment. We'll see where Berry the Bear comes out. By the way, he's going to come out ahead of the Flying Scotsman, it looks like. And he's got the overcut done on the Flying Scotsman. Great job there from Berry the Bear. Up into 13th place now, but he's going to be hounded by the Flying Scotsman as well. And this current stage, don't forget, by the way, FIFA God has been lapped. As Liza in the chat saying, how did that end well? No idea how that ended well. Great race combo from the three drivers. To not end up in a about 50 in a pile up. Hugo, by the way, is in. Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, has picked up a 3-second time penalty. Do not forget, Rackler is on the hards. Everybody else is on the mediums. Could we see the soft compounder tyre into play for the second stint for many drivers? At the moment, Nilsson, by the way, picks up the fastest lap of the race. He's up into 7th place. Don't forget, he's got the time penalty. Your provisional race leader at the moment of the pit stoppers is Mr. JB, currently sat in 9th. Don't forget, Ezak has to stop again. Nilsson has got a different track layout to everyone else. But here comes JB in the Sina Delago. And it is job done for the McLaren. Brushes off his hands and he's ahead of the Alpine driver at the moment. David, it's great points at the moment. Low track limits. He'll pick up a warning for that, I believe, for Nilsano. Don't forget, three times you hit track limits and you are a donut and you get yourself a 3-second time penalty to complement my insult to you. As we're looking through, Hugo's getting past FIFA God. Fair play to him. He's been lapped by 11 drivers at the moment, but he is still going in this race. You know, he is hoping for something. As Michael Van Dog has also gone for a spin, it looks like. As Berry the Bear is going for Mickey Garcia. Here comes Berry. And he's got the move on the Mercedes. Mike Van Dongen picks up a 3-second time penalty. So did, I think, that was FIFA God, I think. As Michael F1, by the way, has got past those Stephen. Don't forget, though, these guys are going to be really struggling on these medium combat tires. They're going to get jumped by the likes of Neil Sarno, by the likes of JB, by the likes of Edzak. But don't forget, these guys will be going to the soft compound tire. If you get to the hard at this point, what's the point? Like, what's the point? That's just my, yeah. That's my race knowledge for you guys. Don't forget. As the Flying Scotsman makes mincemeat of Mickey Garcia. He's really struggling now on the medium compound tire. Reminiscence to Mercedes in real life. So they get you, Toto Wolff. Oh, the Flying Scotsman spun! The Flying Scotsman's gone for a spin again! Everybody is going for a spinneroonie today. And if we're not careful, we're going to get some unsuspecting point finishers here today. Maybe a Lazzaro points, maybe a Molinaro points, you know. We are in for some absolute intriguing results at the moment here. As Ballboy picks up a 5-second time penalty for being a dum-dum. He's on the hards. Exact, by the way, is on the hards too. Why? Berry the Bear's in the points. Berry the Bear is in the points now, and now we'll massively hear. We hear it all the way from the Netherlands, all the way here to where I'm based in the West Midlands, here in England. And he's into the points now. The Haas driver, can he keep in the points though? Is the question. We know he's capable of doing it. As Rackler's in before, as I think he was going into the wall at that point, you know, from Rackler. But wow, this is really intriguing. The Red Bulls have stayed out. Michael F1 stayed out. O'Steven has stayed out. Scar is into the pit lane. The top four are going for this hell for leather. As I think that's FIFA God. FIFA God's out. He's retired out on track. Yeah, dum-dum, you're not meant to do that. Just so you know, the rules do stay. You're not allowed to be a dum-dum and do that, you know. I'm just saying. Michael F1, by the way, he's all over the back of Textrax at the moment. Textrax reminiscing to Sergio Perez in this current stage. He is fighting the cars he shouldn't be fighting. then again, Michael has been on a rampage this season. Lazaro picks up another 3-second time penalty for being a dum-dum. And has lost the DRS, it looks like. No, he's got the DRS on the Flying Scotsman. Just about there. You have to be within 1 second of the DRS detection point. Here in Interlagos, it's a turn 2 and turn number 13, your DRS detection point. And someone who was just out, it looks like, already. Stays out, as we've got Stefano in there. With CN9, I believe that might have been Chow. Welcome in today to this Grand Prix at the moment here. We've had some dramatic action so far. And oh my god! No! The championship leader now! The safety car has been deployed! The championship leader Michael is in the wall at the curve of the soul, and he is out of the Brazilian Grand Prix. The safety car is out. Tex Rex will be kicking himself. And that is a big crash. No idea what's happened. Unfortunately, we do not get the benefit of replays. I wish we could. You know, that's something we could implement. But if I do look to get OBS, it seems. But VIP GTA gamer, this guy is on for the Grand Slam. I wouldn't be surprised as Tex Rex got a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. What? But Michael F1 has crashed. This is a open goal for Edzak, for Rackler, for Michael Van Dongen to get back in this championship fight. This is their opportunity. Don't forget, by the way, we have got 3 rounds to go after this Grand Prix. O'Steven is in, by the way. Nilsano has come into the pit lane too. Hugo is staying out. And that is also Rackler staying out. So O'Steven is actually in a really good position at the current stage here. Joe, I'd love to see an O'Steven podium. I just love to see it, you know. Whether it happens is another question, as Tex Rex is back into the pit lane, it looks like. Scar is going to stay out. Could Scar get ahead? Please. If Scar's ahead of Nilsano. If Scar is ahead of Nilsano's serving his 5-second time penalty for smart. Tex is also serving. Everyone's serving their 5-second time penalties. That is genius. So the only penalties we will see out on track right now are your 3-second time penalties. Don't forget as well, I think that is Molinaro has also been lapped now. Down in 18th. So you've got 16 cars on the lead lap. Don't forget, in this game, you cannot overtake the safety car, as Molinaro has opted to retire in the pit lane. Oh, he's crashed. He's crashed, hasn't he? Give me a sec. He crashed, didn't he? I think he crashed in the pit lane. I don't think he meant to retire. But VIP GTA Gamer leads JB in second. Hugo. Where's Hugo come to get third at the moment? But do not forget O'Steven and Nilsano. Nilsano's on mediums. VIP is on soft. O'Steven has opted for soft. Nilsano's brand new. You know what? We're going to have a look at the tyres ourselves. Because we can. There are your tyres for this beautiful, beautiful race restart. We'll get underway when everybody gets to the safety car. Q currently we've got the top 7. So Bury the Bear, by the way. Great position for him. He's currently sat in 8th place. However, he's got 2 sufferers behind him, and then he's got Ball Boy to deal with. But don't forget, he has got Scar's penalty to contend with, so he's currently on for a good position at this current stage in the Grand Prix as well, for the fans in the chat for him today. But we will get underway when everyone reaches the safety car line. I will be right back. I'm gonna go get a drink because my voice will not contend for the last like 14 laps. And we are back now, ladies and gentlemen. Just as confirmation, but I will have to be just a tad quieter for the rest of this race. By the way, interestingly, Michael Van Dongen has been lapped. So we've only got 15 cars running on the lead lap. My apologies for that, by the way. I did genuinely need a drink. What the fuck? And if you want to know what I have got like a squash that was jaded to back in July, which I got for like 25p. It is a Robertson's Summer Fruit. It is fucking delicious. But for the last few laps, I'm going to sit down. But we are going to get underway here at the end of lap 24, 26. We're going to have, I think, 12 laps of racing if my maths is serving me well. As we've got a lot of support for Berry the Bear. Here's we've got Berry Goat from Luke Van Poppelen. Sorry if I butchered that. That's my complete British accent coming out there. We've got a lot of love for Berry the Bear, but currently sat in 8th for Haas at the moment. Yeah, as you can tell, I am very, very British at the moment throughout this race. But big drama from Michael F1 crashing out there. That was perfect. I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but yeah, I did it well. I did it well. Be bad, Berry the Bear. But the safety car is opting to come in this lap. Sorry if you can hear any noise coming from the outside world. That is just some my family. But VIP will be the man to dictate the pace as Bert Mylander pushes away his car to the pit lane here. VIP, don't forget he's on the soft compound tyre, so he can optimise this. So he's only got warm tyres, nobody else does. And when does he go? Oh, contact! As he's gone. Don't forget, no overtaking till the safety car line. Beverly Bear's off the track. He's already down to 10th at the moment. Here, but it's still VIP out top. He's had a decent restart at the moment here. JB in second, Hugo in third, Racklovo. He looks to be under pressure. Nilsano making it up ground already. He's picked up another 3 second time penalty for being an absolute dum-dum here. And second, Dex Rex. I'll find out. Currently for 8th place. Down I'm still in Suzuka. If you don't know how to race, in Suzuka to commentate on, but Berry the Bear has had a horrible restart, unfortunately, for those in the chat. Rackler is looking to make his move onto the podium here. It's third place on Hugo. Down the inside. Here comes Rackler on Hugo. Aggressive. It's brave, but Hugo is scrapping back here. Oh, Stephen, no. Could he get on the podium? Come on. You know what? I'd love, as much as I love O'Steve, as much as I love Nelsano and all that, I want to see O'Steven on the podium. He's had a lot of 7th, 8th, 9th this season. The one thing that would make this season great is to see both Ferraris make the podium, but unfortunately it looks like Rackler has just ran away from these guys at the moment. But here comes O'Steven. He's going to go for the